Good morning to all of you. Our today's session is an informative and important session. In this session, spotting errors, sentence completion, antonym, and some grammatical aspects will be discussed and explained. If you watch the video and note the points, then you can make a high score in your test, including mdcat, TOEFL, IELTS, and so many other tests. So we have the first sentence. You can see by watching sunspots, great storms, great which rage on the surface of the sun, scientists discovered whether the sun spin on its axis. So look here again by watching sunspot, great storm, great which rage on the surface of the sun, scientists discovered whether the sun spins on an axis. So here we have to find out or figure out the mistake. So here we have one mistake in the form of in the form of that we don't have we shouldn't have whether we should use that we should use the connecting word that instead of whether to introduce the noun class in the sentence. The connecting word whether is used to introduce a noun class only when the principal verb is negative or when the principal verb has a negative implication. For example, scientists have not discovered whether. So in this case, it will be correct. Otherwise, we shouldn't use whether. We shouldn't use whether. So whether is incorrect in this sentence and we should use that. So the correct sentence by watching sunspot, great storm, which rage on the surface of the sun, scientists discovered that the sun spins on its axis. So this is correct. That is required. These early people didn't learn how to make bronze until 1500 BC, but they have done excellent work done with other methods. So these early people didn't learn how to make bronze until 1500 BC, but they have done excellent work with other method. So what is wrong with that particular sentence? What is wrong? We should know. Here we have a tenth mistake. Then look here again, these early people didn't learn. They didn't learn. So here in the principal class we have past tense. So we should use the past tense verb did instead of the present perfect have done because the action was completed long ago. If the people were still doing excellent work, the present perfect tense would be correct. But in this situation, suppose something or an action took place in the past and completed in the past, we should not use present perfect, we should use past simple, simply and easily. So the correct is, but they did excellent work with other methods. So have done should be removed and did must be correct. So here we have tense mistake. And in the first sentence, we have connecting word mistake that was required, not whether was required. Then sentence number three, sentence number three. In sentence number three, you have, it was such a beautiful day that I decided to go for on my bike down to the local park. Down to the local park. So now you have a number of words. The first one is expedition. You know the meaning of expedition. This is similar. In Urdu, we say mohim. Then another word, jaunt. Jaunt is a short journey. Then pilgrimage, a journey of pilgrims. Then you have repast. Repast mean meal. And intimation mean indication. So it was such a beautiful day that I decided to go for. So you have a clue word, bike down to the local park. Bike down to the local park. So we have clue to complete this one. You should understand. Bike down to the local park. So I have discussed that we have a word jaunt, which means a short journey. So our correct option is jaunt. Our correct option is jaunt. So this is important. Try to understand sentence completion with the help of clue. The next one is the defense attorney choice of words space that there were other possible version of the crime, but the jury was unconvinced. So you have option pervaded. Pervaded mean transfuse, interpenetrate. Then the next one is insinuated. Insinuated mean to suggest in an artful way. Discounted, you know the meaning of discount, reduction. Imposed, impose mean apply by authority. And then inconst, conceal. So now look here, the defense attorney choice of words that there were other possible version of the crime, but the jury was unconvinced. So now here pervaded. So pervade mean transfuse. Okay. The next one is insinuated. Insinuated mean to suggest in an artful way. So look here, the attorney choice of words. So look here words. So this is the important point. The defense attorney choice of word. So it means our correct option is insinuated. Insinuated that there were other possible version of the crime, but the jury. It means उसने बड़े टेक्निकल अंदाज से कह दिया. तो the next point is which is antonym, and the antonym, choose antonym for the word cherry. Choose antonym for the word cherry. What is cherry? Cherry has a number of meaning, but here it means careful. Careful. So if you understand the meaning of cherry, so then you will figure out. Cherry mean so many words, kifayat shar, but careful, brisk. So brisk mean cunning, bold mean careless or bold, untidy, clean, ungenerous, miser, unfriendly, Okay, so the correct option is here bold, bold, cherry, bold. The next is ferment, ferment. Ferment mean to show anger. Okay, angry attitude or something like this. So solidity. So solidity mean strength. You know the meaning of purity. Then lucidity. Then you have the word transparency, shabab. Then tranquility, calmness. So the opposite of ferment is tranquility because ferment. So in ferment you can see the sense of anger and tranquility mean this is the opposite of after no grammatical aspect agreement after he his studies he went to England. So try to understand you have subordinate like this you should use had and third form verb. After he had finished his studies, he went to England. So what is the correct option? He had finished. He had finished. He had finished. The next one is Mardan is a word, and then you can see a verb in brackets, okay, or parenthesis. So Mardan is a word seeing place. ing form should be there after word. So we have a number of word followed by ing form. Try to understand. Mardan is a word seeing place. It is famous for its culture and the Kushan civilization. The great king of Gurjar ruled there with pomp and show. So C should be followed by words should be followed by ing form. So seeing is correct option. Then change into passive voice. He wants to save Pakistan. So this is not simple sentence. This is a bit difficult sentence. If you have structure like this, he wants. So you should not change the first part. He wants. You should change the infinity of part. Okay. You should write he wants and then you should put the object. He wants Pakistan to be saved. He wants that Pakistan to be saved. Also correct. Important है. Very very important. He wants Pakistan to be saved or he wants that Pakistan to be saved. He wants to eat apple. He wants apples to be eaten. So this is important. Then the last one, change into indirect speech. She said to the people, if you have completed your work, go home to rest. So in this sentence we have two parts. One is if and the next one is imperative. If you want to change sentence like that, so you have to change the structure. First, you know, trans or change. Put the imperative immediately after